All right, we are setting up for Rocket Chat. I'm inviting my guest as we speak, giving everybody a chance to log in and check us out. I'm so excited to get it started tonight. Okay, hold on. All right. What's up, everybody? I'm so thankful that y'all are tuning in. This is going to be so much fun. The theme of today's Rocket Chat is love on the plus side. So this is about falling in love, dating, hooking up, all those things as a plus size person. What's up? What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm so excited to have y'all here tonight. We're going to have such a good time once our guests get rolling in. While we wait for our guests, I want to talk about some things. As some of you know, I am working on building a store. It's a store / studio that'll be located in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm very excited about it. But it's such a process, y'all. Like, I'm learning so many things, and it's like, it keeps telling me everybody's unable to join. What's going on here? To my guests, folks that are trying to get in, let me know if you're having a problem accepting, or if you could send a request so that we can get you on. I don't know what that's about. I feel very old and in the way when I can't figure things out like this. Okay. I think we're about to have Mimi join us. I'm accepting the request. Let me know if Mimi is in. Mimi, are you in? What's going on? This is not. Y'all forgive me. I was born in 1988. Please just bear with me. I'm hitting the button and it's not saying that it's accepting the request. Okay. Mimi, are you in the chat? Can you see? Can you hear me? If you're in the chat, maybe go out and come in again, and maybe that's why we can't. You can try it like that. Am I muted? Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, put a rocket emoji in the chat. If you can hear me. Okay. Okay, I'm accepting the chat, but it's not letting you in for some reason. I don't know why. I might have to go out and come in again so we can get everybody on. Because this is kind of crazy. It's not allowing. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do. Oh, okay. We got DeAngelo in.
Hello.
Welcome to the chat, DeAngelo.
Hello, thank you.
You look great.
Thank you, you do as well. I knew this was going to be a fashion moment.
Ah.
But I said I was just going to keep it brand specific. I'm just going to wear some decent tonight.
Important. All right.
As
Let's
always.
see if we can get Mimi in. Can you see the live request or no?
No,
At
I
the bottom?
cannot. I cannot.
Hmm. It's not. Oh, let me try it like that. Cancel that request. Let's see. No, why is it not letting Mimi in? Oh,
There she
okay.
go.
That
Hey.
game's on here. Yes, we did it.
Yes. Hey y'all.
What's
Yes,
going
Mimi,
on,
you look
boo?
fantastic.
Thank you. And speaking of these scents, I got mine cranking in the back.
Okay.
just
Period.
blessing my space. It smells so goddamn good. Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes.
baby. Thank you.
hmm
Mimi, do you want to
Period.
introduce the girls since they're on screen?
Absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, it is my honor to be on the screen with these two fabulous,
Mm.
fabulous when I say I can't even like honestly, when I saw us all three on the flyer, I said, should we do this like with a live audience? Because I feel like
You
this
hear
is
Mm.
me?
only the beginning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So DeAngelo, I really you're just such a maverick of all things. And I'm gonna tell you something. Hand me that D-Sense over there. Hand me that
Yes.
candle.
Bring it
Hand me
into
that
the
candle over
frame.
there. It says
Yes.
D-Sense on it. So these look, DeAngelo is a designer.
Mm-hmm.
DeAngelo is an amazing, amazing entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
When
Thank you,
I
baby.
say and I'm gonna try to tell you something. When you are in an industry and it's a saturated industry, you got to do something to really take your shit to the next level. D'Angelo has cracked the code. Do you understand
Hmm.
me? These
Come
are
on
not
now.
just your ordinary candles. These things like crack, baby. I'm trying to tell you, this is something different. And honestly, the designer part, see, he doesn't flex enough, and I don't like that.
Mm. Mm.
You
That is not to
know,
be liked.
it's the season where this Pisces is really about to start flexing.
Please,
Mm.
please, please. Like, let's not.
I literally have shit on myself for long enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Humility is cute
Yeah,
until it ain't
yeah.
cute no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at a point
Mhm.
where I'm literally tired of being in the same, you get what I'm
Play.
saying? Like the same
Mhm.
click, the
Mhm.
same cycle. Like, no, it's time to take it up.
It's time,
Let's
and
go.
honestly, you have cracked it. Like from your mobile business to you still being able. I bet if you get a call right now, we need you to dress this celebrity for this and this, blah blah blah. You're not only you're not going to blink an eye, but that shit is going to be cunt.
You
Yes.
already know.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
already
yeah.
know. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank
The
you.
next motherfucker on this live that we are definitely not going to play with. Rich Rocket. Let me tell you
Let it
something
be
about Rich.
known.
First of all, don't play with him because he is a designer like no other. Do you
No
understand me?
other.
There's going to be nothing that he creates that anybody else will create. And if they copy, then we already going to know where the original comes from.
Exactly.
Let's not play, okay? He is a curator of all things edgy and powerful and statement. Oh my goodness. And then on top of this mother effer got a nerve to open up a whole situation. Let's not play around. He is an amazing host. He is an amazing MC. What was that
Thank
event
you.
that you did that one time?
Afropunk
Okay,
2023.
okay. We're not talking about
Period.
no little dog shit. We're talking about some big dog
Big
shit.
dog.
So please understand,
Big
Rich Rocket
dog
is the
shit.
person you need to connect with. You need to correlate with. You need to make sure that you're following to be always inspired. Rich
Oh, thank
Rocket.
you so much. When I
Yes.
said introduction, I was just talking about your cleavage.
No, I knew what you were talking about, but I said, oh, the girls. But let me make sure that I make sure that they understand. I know what's
Yeah,
going on. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes.
right. Because I had crafted some introductions for both of y'all. Because
Okay,
I know what I
okay.
know, but what the people don't know is that Miss Aquila Mimi Benjamin
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
the founder of Roots of Fatima, who have
Mm-hmm.
styled celebrities from Queen Latifah
Mm-hmm.
to, I mean, like all across the United States, you can see Roots of Fatima's imprint. You know what I mean? Doing some of the biggest shows that the cities have seen here in DC, in North Carolina. She's a soft skills engineer and coach,
Baby. Yes.
founder of Network Your Ass Off, featured
Yeah.
on news stations across the country. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, she's just, oh, not to mention a 2025 Content Gala honoree.
Come on now.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about the awards?
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
And
Yeah,
international. Come on now.
and Rich Rocket wanted me to introduce these,
Yeah.
Uh-huh. They always saying
but I
hello.
had to make sure that the
It's
other girls were
me.
introduced because one thing is Rich Rocket. One thing you're gonna do, you're gonna make sure that you're highlighting people, but who highlights Rich Rocket? And that's we
Amen.
gotta make sure we gotta pay homage to the people that's paying homage. Like that, don't forget about us. I love
Thank
that you
you.
always come back, and I love that.
And DeAngelo, I mean, creator of the Gay Entrepreneur, your favorite Black Gay Entrepreneur series, which I've been following. I love to
Thank you.
see the progress on the project with the mobile store. How is that
hmm
coming along?
It's actually coming along really good. I'm excited for the fall. I mean, not the
Hmm.
fall, the summer, the spring,
Yeah,
summer.
I think at this point we're all
Right?
ready for
Yeah,
anything
because
but winter.
once we got
Right.
finished with the trailer, it was like it's getting cold. And
Mm,
I know people will come out to an experience even when it's cold, but
Yeah.
also we got blessed to be in a storefront. So
hmm
right now we're also in the storefront in Revolution Mill, and that's a different lane to be in
hmm
because online presence, doing pop-ups and things like that, that's different. Like it's a different type of speed, a different type of
100%.
preparation. But when you have a storefront that people can actually come to, that's when the branding has to be on point.
Yeah.
That's when you have
Because
to
you got
make
to
sure your
generate that
inventory,
daily, and you know what I mean?
yes,
Those people coming in regularly
yes,
to keep it. It's got to
yes.
make sense for the doors to be open.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
that has taken over, and I'm
Mhm.
excited about that. And I'm like, this goes to the other part of me talking about how I got to stop like really shitting on myself because
Yeah.
it's now coming to a point where I'm like, it's no longer feasible for it to just be my hands that run this business.
Right.
Because the opportunities are open for the mobile, the opportunities are opening for
Hmm.
the candle making classes. Like I'm being very intentional on everything that I do. And it's like once you get in your lane of what you're supposed to be doing, God just
hmm
starts opening doors and you
Come
just be
on.
like, woof.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
I've been inside the mobile space, and I mean, I honestly, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's my friend. But when you go inside and you see, because you want to support your friends, first of all, support your fucking friends. Like I don't know,
absolutely.
Blindly. Just do it.
Yes.
you don't have to do it
Without
for social
question.
media. Just
Do
genuinely
it.
support your friends. But when
If
I
you
was
can
in
wish
there,
Brianna a happy birthday, you can support your friends.
listen, I'm trying to tell you.
Absolutely.
So when I went in there, I was gagged. I was like, oh my god, this is like next level shit. Like because you support your friends, but when you go in there and you really see it, the mobile situation is next level.
Thank
Like
you.
Mm.
that's a global moment. It really
Yeah.
is. It
Thank
really
you.
Come on
is.
now.
Thank
And
you.
the
And I'm
contractor
excited
that
to
you
share it
had,
more.
he was kind of cute. I just wanted to make a note of that. If he happens to be a team player, definitely let him know
He's
I got something he can
you
handle.
know, he's not a team player, unfortunately, because I've
That's
had quite a
Ah,
few people ask me, and
ah,
no, he's not a team player. He made sure he brought his girlfriend to every single one of
Listen,
them
don't you love when they do that?
moments.
They want you
that's
to
Yeah,
know.
fine. Look, that's
They want
fine.
you
That's
to know.
fine.
I don't want you,
Okay,
but you
I
get to
Right.
do,
look at
but
it. Appreciate you.
respect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, speaking of hand in hand and hammers and nails,
Hmm.
D'Angelo, you are married.
I am. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
made sure. Look, I made sure
come
we,
on
we
now.
put that we put that on
Yeah,
there.
setting the scene.
Listen.
Yeah,
So you guys got married. Was it? It was recently in the last 5 years, correct?
absolutely. Yeah, it was. So we had our secret wedding 11/11/22. So
Ooh.
nobody knew that we were married. And then for our 1 year anniversary, we got married. We had our wedding in Cancun.
Oh, okay. What made
hmm
you make that decision?
Um, honestly, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Family was not as supportive of us getting married, and it was kind of like
Mm.
people were acting as if they were surprised that they knew that they found out we were together. It's like we've been together for over 10 years,
That's
and
Wow.
odd.
I moved to North New York, and he's flying back and forth from New York to North Carolina, and I'm doing the same, and we're staying in the same house. Like roommates don't do that. Best friends don't
Right.
do that.
Right.
So it was a shock to some people. And
hmm
then there was another couple in the family that was getting married at the same time that we were getting married, and well, they actually got engaged after we got engaged, and then they took over the whole year. And you
Uh,
can't really fight hetero marriages with
Yeah.
gay marriage, and it's just it was just a lot. So we were like,
yeah.
you know what, we're just gonna have our little ceremony, not even a little ceremony, we're gonna have our ceremony,
Right.
and we're gonna get married on the day that we want, and then the next year we will have a wedding. And so that's what we did.
Okay.
That's so
Love it.
iconic.
Thank
Together
you.
for 10 years?
hmm
How did y'all meet? Because I feel like 10 years ago was really probably either the very beginning or right before the like dating app boom. So how did
So
you meet?
we met through Instagram, actually.
Mm.
So yeah, I remember we were friends years ago on Instagram. And for those that don't know, I was like married to a woman at one point in time, and that's
I
neither
didn't
here
know
nor
that.
there. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. No, no, no.
How do you think I have a
And tried to
daughter?
breeze right on by it. Like, like you said, like I just really like blue Skittles and then just kept
Yeah,
talking. That's
yeah.
pivotal. How
What?
long were
That's
you
how my
married to a
daughter
lady?
was born. So I was with her from the time that I was 16 up until I was 25.
Wow.
Yeah. My thing is, I know I coined myself as the gay black entrepreneur, but I'm very pansexual. I love whoever is going to love on me, right?
Yeah.
And at the time, that relationship was always a little toxic. I think we were
Mm.
both young. We both
Mhm.
were trying to find like who we were. And for me, I just kind of, when I was diagnosed with lupus in 2013, for me, that was a pivotal moment for me to say, you have to claim your life. You only have one life to
Mm.
live.
Mhm.
And so now you got to kind of figure this thing out. Even though we had a kid, it was a lot. And it was a lot on me. And people left me like to just be, right? Going through child custody, divorce, all that crap. But that's how I found out I could sew, because it became so much that I wanted to take my life.
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
Oh my
And I
gosh, yeah.
remember literally being like, God, I need you to give me purpose, because without purpose, like there's no point in me being here. Like I don't want to
Mm.
be here. Like I want to end it all. And God instructed me to call my aunt and tell her that I wanted to sew her a dress. And that's how my design career started. And so
Mm.
that's the reason why now it's even hard for me to sew, because I was sewing out of hurt, out of
Mm.
pain. You know what I'm saying? So it was
Yeah.
my art form, it was my release, it was my way of finding myself. Like fashion took me so many places that I never thought that I would go. Right. And then I end up meeting this amazing man, like reconnecting. I'm not going to say meeting, reconnecting, because I didn't even know that he liked men when we first were friends, because I wasn't on that. He was
Mm-hmm.
cool. But we reconnected, and yeah, he's like been my backbone ever since. That man, he was like, you don't got to work. I'm gonna make sure you're good. I want you to do what makes you happy. Your life doesn't need stress, because
Mm.
lupus, it'll
Mm.
flare and all of these things. Like
Mm.
the healing journey with this man has been beautiful. And yeah, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I feel like I
So
made
instead
the
of
best
praying
decision.
Sierra's prayer, I need to be praying DeAngelo's prayer
Honey,
because I need to hear those
honey.
words. You don't have to work. You don't have to. Yeah, I
Yeah,
need that. But no,
yeah.
that's.
And
I'm so
he is
happy for
so
you.
sweet too. He's so
Thank you.
welcoming and loving and caring. Like the hugs he gives you, yeah,
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
he's a good
Yeah.
We
man.
love it.
He's a
Love
good
to
man.
hear
That's
that.
a good man, Savannah.
Okay, a good man, Savannah. Did you date between divorce and getting involved with your current husband?
So the crazy thing is, I took a year of time to myself,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't date anybody. I actually, he was the first person that I dated,
Wow.
and he's the first guy that I've ever dated.
DeAngelo, please, this is too much for me for one.
We love a one and done though. I love that.
I'm serious.
I
He's the first
love
guy that I
that.
dated.
Oh my
That's
Yeah,
so great.
gosh.
yeah, he's the
Because you
first guy
could
that
be
I
like
dated.
me, just like
Hmm.
dating serially
Hmm.
with indifferent results. I honestly think that sometimes like my dating and hookup experiences happen to me because I'm meant to write a like historic comedy about it, or
Period.
some
Please,
great
Rich, please.
series that's going to be born from it. I think all this character development is for that. I really
Yeah,
believe that.
yeah.
You
You
know what
know,
I mean?
research. Research.
Yeah,
You know, that's it. That's what it is. That's
37
what it
years
is.
of research. I'm a little tired, but we're doing the
Heard.
work,
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Mimi, first I want to say, following you or, knowing you in person, you're an amazing person. You're such a light. And I also love the interactions that you have with your family and how supportive they are of you. Like, it's such a pleasure to witness. I love your
Mm-hmm.
mom or your sisters. Y'all like a little girl gang. Love that.
Real
Baby,
bad.
You know what I
ain't it
mean? They
down?
really show up when they show up.
They do.
Hmm.
But I also love seeing you just be this like material girl. Like the just casually shopping for shoes on a Tuesday at 3:30, trying on all the shoes at the store, just cruising around the IKEA with your mom.
Hmm.
Like I love that. And I remember one time we were talking about it.
What would you
And
see?
you were saying like you want to show people the life that you are meant to have. And that
Yeah.
comes to like how people interact with you when it comes to dating
Hmm.
as well. You don't want somebody who's like, gonna date you and realize that this is a part of who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like talk about how that plays into your dating experience, like your presentation versus what people get when they, interact with you romantically.
Yeah, so first of all, I wasn't going to mention this, but Rich is so considerate. He said, "Is there anything you do not want me to touch on?" I said,
Okay.
"I said my relationship status because I'm single, but if I say that too much, I got somebody that's going to knock my head off my shoulders. So it's just
Listen.
one of those things where you just got to be diplomatic, right?
Oh
You know
God.
what I'm saying? But I just and the reason why I'm so, first of all, I'm super private. You would never know unless I allow you to, because I used to be that public, like, let me show you my bitch. Like, this is my pearl. This
Mm-hmm.
is my, you know what I'm saying? And it backfired on me every single time. Y'all will not know that I'm married until my 10-year anniversary. So, like,
Wow.
that's
10
that.
years.
Damn.
And I had to 10 year. I'm not even giving you five. I'm even giving you half a decade. Five,
Yeah.
because I've learned my lesson and because I'm quote unquote so public with everything else that I allow you guys to feel like I'm public with, because there's a lot of things that go on behind the closed doors. People don't understand that the life that I live, like honestly, Rich, you nailed it when it came to like, yes, I go shopping at Dillard's and go ham on a Tuesday because I built that life for myself, or because I'm a
Hmm.
spoiled brat, or because whatever the case may be, because I want for nothing, and I coin myself as a princess, and it's not because people are like, well, don't you want to be a queen? I never said I wasn't a queen. I never said that I wasn't like all of these different things, a bad bitch, a boss, a queen,
Come on
big
now.
mama, a big mama. I never said I
Big
wasn't those
mama.
things.
Big
But
mama.
honestly, like I used to live such a hard life. Like it was one point, like I can go shopping on a Tuesday and spend a mini bag and still pay my, thousands of dollars of rent the next day on the strength of that. At one point, I couldn't even buy my own toiletries. I couldn't buy my own
Mm.
toothpaste.
Mm.
I couldn't buy my own toothpaste. I couldn't buy my own pads. I couldn't buy my own body wash. I couldn't buy those things. I remember I was working at a place where you had to pay for parking, and I would have to sneak in and out of parking, because I couldn't even afford the parking at my job.
Mm.
So, like, I
Wow.
told myself, and I dated some broke. You understand? And every time I dated a brokey or somebody that would lack ambition or somebody that just they played with me, I got dragged through the dirt. I mean, I remember one relationship I got on, and this is allowed for me to be transparent with you guys. I was just talking about this. There was a relationship that I was so begging to be accepted in that I was in the rain on my knees begging them not to leave me.
No,
So you just never know, right? So
not
I
being Tyler
learned.
Perry presents.
Listen, don't leave me. Look, it's crazy
No,
as shit in the rain. No, please.
no.
And listen, right? And I've been through all of those things, and I had to sit back and sit black as well, but sit
Okay.
back and realize, damn, Mimi, like, do you even know your favorite color? Do you even know your favorite
Mm.
movie? Do you even know your favorites? Like the
Mm.
last 2 to 3 years, I had to literally write down what my favorites was because I get so lost in these relationships that I am
Mm.
doing so much for these people to get literally left behind. I once had a girl. This is why I coin myself the princess, and I run a strict program. If anybody I'm dating, they can tell you I do not play. Right?
Yeah.
I am getting treated this way. You're gonna learn about my mental disorders. You're gonna learn about this. You're gonna learn about this. You're gonna respect me because one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that I study you, and I'm not gonna treat you like everybody else. I'm gonna treat you like the individual you are. I
Mm-hmm.
once I once had a girl that I took her kids on vacation, and she took a girl on a date in my car.
On the vacation?
While
No,
you was on vacation.
While you
I
were
was on
gone.
vacation. And I took her girls with me on my vacation and
And
left
she
her
took
behind,
your car.
girl on a date in my car. I had that happen to me twice, by the way. One without kids and one with the kids. They both. Somebody told me, "Oh, I saw your girl at the cookout. She brought her friend with her, but they was up on each other, and she was in your car."
In your car.
But it's the fact that she took your car to cook out for a date.
Like, come on now.
You about to piss me
Brokey.
off, right? Exactly. So and it's not even
Like, at
honestly.
least the homegirl could have had a car.
Listen,
Why you
and,
showing up?
and I promise you, I sometimes think about, because one thing I don't mind being big mom. I don't mind being a person that splurges and do this and do that for you and take care of you. But I just realized that I was settling so much because I was afraid and what I really, and that's a great question. Did she show you signs before?
Yeah, what's
Absolutely
the
not. No, she didn't. So, one thing I realized that when I learned about my mental disorder, because I talk about this all the time. I have bipolar disorder. I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, anxiety, recently ADHD, since middle school. I've been, hospitalized. I've gone through it, and I really learned to understand that my disability is a part of me. It doesn't define me. But because
Mm,
I was at one point, I was unmedicated. I wasn't going to therapy. I was like, I'm fly. I could just get through life, right? I
I'm
was,
fly.
I just right. What I was doing was afraid to let these people go because then I felt like I was going to be alone.
Mm.
So like
Mm.
I just was accepting anything, y'all. Like when I really reflect on the relationships that I've been in, and even one time I had, surgery and I needed my ex-girlfriend to stay with me, but because she wanted to hang out with her boys, I asked her to take me I said, "Can you help me to the bathroom real quick? I need to go get something out of the bathroom, whatever." And she said no. So I started walking to the bathroom by myself and I fell and she looked at me and was like, "Man, I ain't got time for this," and left me on the floor by myself. I had to call my mother. So I haven't built this lifestyle because I'm bougie or anything like that or whatever. I built it because I realized that I deserve more and that, I am
Absolutely.
self-made and I've hustled enough to treat myself on a Tuesday with a shopping spree at Dillard's or, what I'm
Hmm.
saying, to do this X, Y, and Z or to live this princess life. So I live a very soft, soft life right now. Very soft.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I'd love to hear it.
I
So,
love that.
all of us, with the exception of DeAngelo, because you didn't really date, but I'm pretty sure at some point you went on a bad date, right? So, I want to hear about your worst date or worst hookup experience.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Now that one I
I'm
got
drinking
you.
moonshine, by the way. I'm not drinking wine, so please, Rich, you don't.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm not drinking that either. I'm drinking a soda that has our cousin Mary in it.
Oh,
We getting
So
loose.
yeah.
We getting loose over here.
So if
okay.
my eyes get like this, just know I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
I'm
still here.
prepared. Okay. So let's hear it. Do you want me to start? I can start if
Yeah,
that.
please start because I
Yes.
gotta think. I gotta think.
So
Yeah.
a quick question,
Hold on
y'all.
one second, y'all. Somebody's
So
knocking at my door. Who is it?
are y'all seeing the comments? Because I don't see any comments.
Yeah, I see the comments. Yep.
Yeah, I'm
They
seeing them.
stopped scrolling for me. They stopped
I'm
coming
seeing
through.
them. We just got one that says, "Built a life you can't depend on folks trying to have your back and loving you the way you love them."
Yeah.
Mm,
And that's like the bare minimum. Just love me. Just appreciate
that's
me. Just
it.
value me. Goddamn.
Hmm.
Please.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with one bad hookups situation and then one bad date.
Ooh, I got
I'll
hate.
try to
Okay.
make both of them brief. Okay, so the bad hookup. This one's real short. This was back in the day when we used to have to kind of travel the world like pirates, like printing out maps and things. This is before you had GPS on your phone, right? So a lot of times you would you would talk to somebody and then you want to link up with them. Now, mind you, this interaction started on Yahoo Instant Messenger. That's how
Oh
long ago
shit.
this
Oh
was.
wow.
Yahoo Instant Messenger, and we had talked for maybe like a year, and this was right after I got my driver's license. So I was pumped. I was anybody who wanted to link. I was going there. It didn't matter where, whatever. I would print out that map and
And
hit it
you was gone.
and go. You know what I mean? And I was still living with my mama, so definitely it was like, oh, I could go there and be gay. Let's do it.
Love that.
Whatever, wherever. So I remember printing out these directions, and where I grew up, where my mama used to live, was very country. So it was, deep down in the back in the woods. You know what I mean? So to get anywhere remotely urban was probably like a solid 40-minute drive.
Okay.
And that's just the start.
Okay.
So I remember getting, talking to this guy for a minute. Now, mind you, also back then, people weren't as pressed to get pictures because a lot of people didn't have camera phones, or if you had a digital camera, you had to know how to take the picture, get it on your computer, then send it to the,
Ah!
it was math and
That was a
science
lot.
back then. You know what I mean? It definitely was
Not
math and
for
science.
real.
So I had sent him pictures, but he had never sent me any pictures. But I digress. So I remember him sending me an address. We were supposed to link. We had planned this whole day. I was going to drive to his house. We would do this and that. Mind you, I'm 18. This man might have been, he told me he was 31. I'm pretty sure he was 50. I'm pretty sure.
Shut up.
Pretty sure he was. But we're going to get to that. So I embark on the journey. I get in my car and I hit it. 56 minutes I drive to this man's house, right? Only for him to call me when I get to the address and tell me that wasn't the real address. He was like, oh, I had to make sure you weren't crazy or like that you were really going to come. Here's the real address. An additional. Now, mind you, again, I didn't have a GPS on my phone. I had to go to the library
Oh,
and put in the new address.
my God. MapQuest.
Out. And then also MapQuest my way home from that address because I didn't know if the library was going to be open when I left.
No.
Yes. So I drive
I
the
would've just
additional
drove
30.
home.
So now we are an hour and roughly 27 minutes away from home. I pull up to the address. It's an apartment building. I park my car. He like, oh, that's you in the burgundy car. I'm like, yeah. And so I'm kind of like looking around to see, because if he can see me, I'm like, can I see him?
Right.
So I see this figure standing like in the window. This man literally opened the blinds. He said, get out the car. And so I get out the car and I'm just standing in the parking lot, like looking crazy. He goes, yeah, you can go ahead and go. And hung up the phone. Hung up the phone. Just like that. And what did I do? I got my car and I left.
He would have had to see me. He would have had to
Do
see
you
me.
hear me? Would have had to see
Literally said,
me.
go ahead and go. Like, and I remember looking around and the only figure I could see was an old black man in the window of one of the apartments. I'm like, I know that's your old ass in that window. I know that's you. But,
Damn.
I literally turned around and I drove home. Crazy.
Wow.
And so the worst date that I ever had probably would be my first ever date. Again, started on the internet, talking to this guy. We had talked for a long time, like a really long time. And so again, me being hot, when I got my wheels, hot wheels, I'm like, I'm driving now. We can link up or whatever. He's like, okay. So he was like, let's go to the Fridays in Bowie. We can meet up and have dinner. And I'm like, okay, cool. That sounds reasonable. You know what I mean? So I remember we were supposed to meet at 7:30. It was like April, because I remember it was like, it had been raining all day, but it was still like nice weather-wise. So I remember I pulled up, and I'm thinking I'm late because we were supposed to meet. I think we were supposed to meet at 7:30. I got there like literally at 7:30 on the dot. So I'm like, oh, I don't want him to think that I'm like being, whatever. I want to be on time. This is my first date, like ever, like a date. So I remember getting there and I'm texting him like, hey, I just pulled up. I'm so sorry, whatever. He was like, oh, I'm about to leave my house now. You about to leave your house? But he's like, but I live in Bowie, so I'm close by. Okay, but it's 7:30. It's the time we were supposed to meet now.
That's so ugly.
Right. So already, that was me at, I think I might have been 20 when that happened. Me at this age, that would have been me starting the car and leaving.
Yeah, I got
Absolutely.
to go.
Like I wouldn't have, I would have been texting him like, well, I'll see you later. See you another time. Or don't leave, because I'm already gone. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
back then I was like, okay, sure, see you in a minute, you know? So I sat in the car till he texted me that he was like pulling up. He texted me that he's pulling up. Then he goes, "Are you here?" I'm like, "Yes." I told you I was here at 7:30. Mind you, at this point it's almost 8 o'clock. So he was like, "You walk in first," which I'm like, "What is this? Like, why are you being so weird?" But I'm like, whatever. So I walk in. He comes in maybe like 5 minutes after. I'm sitting at the table. He comes over, sits at the table, and like a cartoon character, literally pulls the menu up in front of his face. And I'm like, are you joking? Like, if you didn't want to meet in public, we didn't have to meet in public.
Right.
But you're making it weird by acting like, you know, a villain from Tom and Jerry. Like, just be at the table. Nobody would know that you and I are here on a date. We're two niggas at Fridays. You know how many niggas go to Fridays?
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
part.
that's
And
where
Bowie at
niggas
that. We
go.
two niggas at Fridays at Bowie. So
Right,
please.
right. And I
Yeah.
want to say it was like a game was on or something. So it was nothing but niggas in there.
Right.
So we're like talking, but the conversation is dragging. I'm like, I'm really fighting for my life here. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom and I call my homegirl, like, girl, I don't know what to do. Like, the conversation is terrible. I don't want to just leave. This is my first date. Like, am I overthinking it? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. She like, just relax. You know, he's probably nervous. You're nervous. Just go back out there and, you know, give it your best try, whatever, whatever. So I'm like, okay, fine. Now, mind you, I've been in the bathroom talking to her for like 10 minutes because I really just was like, I don't know what to do. So I come back and he's gone, not at the table anymore. The waitress walks out because I sit back down because I'm like, okay, you know, we had already, I know the waitress came and like took our drink orders. So, you know, I was sitting there, I just started sipping my drink. The waitress walks over, she goes, oh, your friend left. He told me that you would take care of the check. There's a check? Because I didn't order any food. This nigga, while I was gone, went to the bar, ordered food, and told them to put it on the tables tab
No,
and
no.
left once the food came. So yeah, I don't have the
Oh,
best luck
that
when
was
it comes to dating.
weird. Mm-hmm.
I hope that you run a strict program right now.
Oh,
That
now it's
part.
almost impossible.
I
It's
hope
almost
that you run
impossible.
the
Yeah.
Baby.
strictest program right now.
Oh yeah. It's like I be so bad about it now that it's like if somebody says something that I interpret as not liking,
Honey,
I'm blocking you.
You're
You're
out.
done. You're out of
It's a
here.
wrap. It's a
that is
wrap.
You're
so
done.
mean. That is so
I'm like,
mean.
I don't like the way you use that LOL. I'm out. This- that felt abusive. I don't
Trauma.
like that.
Trauma.
Trauma.
So why would you say
For
LOL
sure.
like that?
Trauma.
Why would you say that?
It's the interpretation of
What's so funny?
LOL.
Right? What is so funny?
I said a joke, but why the fuck are you
Right.
laughing?
What's
I
so
said a
funny?
fucking joke.
And then it's LOL with all lowercase letters.
Wow, so I'm not that funny. I said a joke. I gave you my best material.
I don't
Yeah,
like that. I don't
yeah,
like
you
that at
have
all.
upset me. Yeah, I
Oh
agree.
God. Hold on,
I
y'all.
want to hear about y'all worst dates.
Hold on. I'm gonna leave out because I can't see no comments.
Oh
Like not
no.
a piece.
Well, right now we
Um,
don't have any. We just
we
got
don't have
people.
any.
Yeah, no comments right at this second. Folks are
Okay.
just kind of joining in.
All right. Period.
Yeah.
Because my screen is stuck. I can
Oh
see y'all
no.
though. I can
Okay.
see y'all. So Mimi, your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, so my worst date. I call my so I'm a proud hoochie mama. Like there's no
Okay.
if ands or
Mm-mm.
buts about it. And people be like, "Oh, you a hoe?" No, I'm a hoochie mama. Like
It's a
I'm,
different.
yeah, I'm with the shits, right? So I remember being young, dumb, and full of cum, right? So I'm sitting over there
That's the recipe.
talking to this. I'm 19 years old, talking to this 30+ year old woman, child. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna, marry you." She talking that shit. I'm like, "All right, cool." She said, "I'm gonna take you on an amazing date." I'm young. I'm
Mm.
like, "Yeah, girls, whatever." She was like, "We're gonna go shopping. We're gonna do all this stuff." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." She was like, "But so we drive and we in this nice ass car and all this other stuff." She's telling about her career and all this other stuff. She said, "We need to make a stop." I ain't think nothing of it. I ain't think nothing of it, y'all. I ain't think nothing of it. I was like, "All right." So we make a stop, y'all. We pulled up at her mother's house,
No, ma'am.
where her grandmother lives. Also, she lives too. Okay,
Not
just put that out there.
not all three generations.
Like all three generations in the
All three
same
generations
house.
in the house.
So I'm thinking she was just like, no, she first when she was like, I need to make a stop. She's like, oh, I need to go home. And I was like, okay. I'm thinking she said I forgot something. We gonna, whatever, just let me go ahead and grab it. She's like, you wanna come in? Of course I'm gonna say, yeah, like, yeah, I'll come in real
Want
quick
to
or
see how you
whatever.
live?
That part.
In the living room, they sitting in the living room, Granny sitting in the rocker, the
Come
mom
on,
sitting on the couch. Y'all, I was
watching this
gagged
show.
because I never had a fat ass. Never. But I've always had these bad boys right here. So
Okay,
I'm thinking I'm going on a date. They was out. They was ready
right,
to play. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So I immediately, hey, immediately, like, hey, came in there like a bouncer. Hey, how you
Hey,
doing?
Not
Just,
Arnold.
just straight like that. I was like, oh my God. And she was like, oh, this is my mom. This is my grandma. I'm gonna just go grab a few things. Won't you have a seat? I said, have a seat on
have a
what? Where?
seat.
Sit down
Mind
with
you,
the
it
parentals.
was a love seat. It wasn't even a couch where there could have been a
Mm-mm.
couch. So I'm
Mm-mm.
So
sitting next to
basically,
her
sit on my
mother.
mama's lap while I go and get
Right,
my
right.
wallet.
Go
Mm-mm.
ahead, straddle my mom real quick and get to know
Right.
her real quick, right? So I was
Wow.
like, oh my
Oh
God. I was
no.
like, I mean, I literally off some 90s sitcom shit, like grabbing her so she don't move away. She was, I'm gonna be right back. It's okay, it's okay. Y'all, as soon as I sat down, mama went in on me. So what's your name? How old are you? You don't think it's wrong that you're dating my daughter? I think
Oh,
she's a pedophile.
oh, that would have
Take a
gagged.
moment. Take a moment.
Not the mama saying that though.
And I'm over here like, I'm like, oh shit, this escalated. So I'm just like, I mean,
Real
and then
fast.
she wasn't allowing me to answer the questions. They were
No, she
rapid
just hit
fire.
you
Yeah, they
back to
were
back.
rapid fire. And I was just like, oh my God. And the grandma over here, she didn't say much. She was like, yeah, because that's a damn shame. She just every now and then like inserted her
Co-signing,
like
co-signing.
little, and I just was, I mean, y'all, I am not a scary bitch, but I was terrified. I
Oh,
was
I would
sitting
have
there
been
like,
I would have been done.
frightened. Okay, because
mouth was
that
all
sounds
dry. I was
scary.
like, I mean, I'm mortified because I'm like, this is my life. I mean, and they're going off of me, so I try to answer as much as possible. I was going to Morgan at the time. I said, "Bitch, straighten your back, bitch. You're not gonna let these two women. You're not gonna let these old bitches
Don't
take you
let them
out
see
like that.
you. Don't
Straighten
let
your
them see you
back,
sweat.
bitch.
The
You
Black
you
Golden
do
Girls.
you Dorinda's daughter, bitch. Straighten your back. You
I
know."
know that's right.
So I was like, I was like, I had to gather myself because I was literally wide eyed, like, whoa. So I started answering the questions or whatever. She was just like, yeah, it's not natural. She was like, it's enough. She's already a dyke. I said, Jesus.
Uh,
I'm
but at
paying.
least she didn't say the other
Dyke
word.
and
The other
pedophile
word hit
all
a
in the
little
same
harder
sentence.
though.
Oh, I might have smacked her if she hit that F bomb. I'm gonna let you know that
No, not
now.
even the F word. I'm talking about the bull dagger. Because
Now
the
she
old blacks, they love
now I'm
that
not
one.
gonna lie. She
Yeah.
They love that.
old girl might have been a bulldagger, so I would have accepted that one. But I was just sitting there like, and she was like, "Are you ready to go?" And her mother stood. So I'm like, "All right, we about to leave." I'm so excited, right? Her
Right.
mother stood up. She was like, "This ain't right. This ain't right."
No.
I damn near pushed this bitch out the way. I got to
No.
go. Like I don't
Right.
care.
Open the
Because
door.
if you ain't going,
You
I
can,
am.
yeah,
Right.
You
you
could
can deal
Right.
with
stay.
your mama.
I'll be outside.
I got
That is
out of there, boy.
crazy.
I said when we got in that car, I was so silent. I said, "Take me home."
Right
She
now.
said, "No, we still
Right.
got." I said, "Take me home." Like I
Right.
was mad as
Because
Get
shit.
I'm
me up
going to
out
get
of
my
here.
mama and I'm coming back.
I'm coming
And
back,
tell your mama to square out. It's time.
Cause
y'all.
It's
when
time.
Mama
I
D get
promise
here,
you.
it's a wrap.
I was mortified. Like I told myself I can never talk to this woman again. And she
Yes.
just couldn't. She was like, that's just how my mom is. Oh, really? Then
Uh-uh.
no, that's
Right. That's even worse.
That
So
solidifies I'm not
what
coming
was this,
back.
an initiation? You were just seeing if
yeah.
I can hang?
And I think that because I was a young hoochie, she was an older, bulldagger. She was throwing that money around. So I just was like, I thought it was cute, but I was like, there's no coin on this earth.
Not worth
There's
that.
not there's not one on this
Yeah.
earth that would have made me stay around. That was the worst date. That was supposed to be a date, by the way.
And not the
The
mama
date
standing
was
up like
going to Mama's house.
it's really giving BET straight to DVD movie future.
Yeah.
What do
It
you mean it's not right?
This is not right. I'm like,
That would have gagged me so bad.
I
I
think
was like,
I think I would have put pause on being gay for like a month. I would have had to take a real break. Like,
y'all,
you know
I
what? She
was
right. This ain't right.
this
this
ain't
ain't right.
right.
You
Let me
know
go
what?
jump on the peen
She's
real
on to
quick.
something.
Where
She's
that
on
man
to
at?
something.
Where the man
Yeah,
at?
that was, I think that
Mm.
was like really the last, like I think about her often, like I know because she liked a certain type of girl. So I say
Hmm.
I know she gave her mama hell because obviously her mother, like there's no one that woman would have accepted, because
Yeah.
even if they were young or if there was a woman, regardless, they was not, it was not, it's not right.
Right.
It's not.
It's not right.
Right.
Oh, that was the
Oh my
worst.
God.
That was the worst experience I've ever had. And I
Creepy
think
said,
that
wait, who was this?
oh, me girl was the girl Stephanie that I was dating a long time ago when we was living in Hinesville. The one that worked at Coca-Cola. You know what,
Someone
Stephanie, if
else?
you on
Yeah.
here and you on here,
Doctor.
Stephanie, just
Not
know.
Stephanie.
Did I'll
Yeah.
never forget that moment, Stephanie.
Stephanie.
I'll never forget that moment, girl. Your mama traumatized me. I hope she's well though. But like
Yeah.
she traumatized me. That was terrifying. Yeah.
We definitely hope Stephanie's mom is doing good.
She's doing great.
I hope whatever's going on with her, she done worked through it and she knows her she's found her peace.
She's great.
Okay, I hope she's doing good. I hope she's,
Mm-hmm.
down to the
Mm-hmm.
church singing her hymns, doing what she needs to do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Yeah. So
Hmm.
that was probably the worst date, the worst hookup. Mika, cover your ears. The worst hookup situation I've ever been to was with this. Oh gosh, should I tell this story live?
It's that
I mean, you already
bad.
started.
Okay. Who remembers the chat line?
Oh, baby.
The
I'm the chat line superstar.
Damn,
Not the
D'Angelo,
Superstar.
superstar.
Okay?
D'Angelo. So you were blessed. You met your soulmate. Like literally, that's your soulmate. Like
You
you're
didn't have to
blessed.
you
I've
didn't have to
never
go through
been on
none
the
of
chat
the
You
line.
didn't
range
have
that
to
we had to go through.
go through
Yeah.
the DC Raven, the
Okay, the
Baltimore.
donut.
Yeah,
Or the
yeah,
or the zoo, the Baltimore
yeah.
Zoo.
So the chat line was literally the shit. Like I can't even explain that was a time to be alive. Like you would call the chat line and literally be on the phone with people
It was
and
a
talking to
feature called
them,
the CB, and it would connect you literally with strangers.
just
There
strangers.
would be no
It was
nothing before.
iconic.
You
It
would
was
literally just
iconic.
get on there and be like, just
Wow.
start talking, and other people would just start talking. And like people would like get on there. There'll be people who be like known on the CB. So like
Mm-hmm.
you get on there and you hear their voice, be like, oh, this Commission. Like you would know because there were people who would
Wow.
be on there all the time,
Yeah,
or be people on there like doing voices, people on there doing stuff. It would you never knew. It was like chat roulette but on the phone.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
It was crazy town.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm about to embarrass Mika a little bit. I remember one time we met this girl on the chat line that Mika hooked up with because Mika used to be a stud. And I
Come
remember
on,
this
now,
girl
come
that
on,
she
come on,
I remember this girl
Steph.
because she at Rich Rock and she was like, is he letting guests come on? I said, no, girl, you gotta schedule a live with Rich later
I
on. You know what
would
I'm
have
saying? I
never
said
known that she was a stud.
when Mika used to be a stud.
Oh,
Like that bitch used to be a stud. Like hard.
yes.
People used to think Mika and I was together.
Wow.
Right. So I remember her meeting somebody and the girl lied about her whole physical appearance. Mika was mad. I said, Mika, stop being mean. Because Mika, yeah, so I'll never forget her. But I remember, and I'm going to be quick. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to
No,
monopolize.
you good,
Okay.
you good.
So I met this girl off the chat line. And a voice sounds sexy, right? People could sound really sexy
That would
on
be
the
the whole
chat
catch on
line,
the chat line. The
literally on
voice.
a chat line sounds sexy as shit, and then they be the complete opposite. They lied. Why would you even show face for me and you lied? It's called show face. So I remember meeting this girl, and I was like, damn, I don't want to go show face by myself. But I said, you know what? I'm a young hoochie. Let me go out there and show face. Had no car. I was like metroing it, busting in and shit like that.
Oh, you
So
was
I
real
remember
brave.
going over to the girl house. She was older. Damn, I just realized I got a problem.
You like old women. You like
I
old
got
women.
I had a problem. I
You
don't date
like
no old
old
women
women.
now. I don't date no old women now. They crazy. So I had a problem. That's I just realized that, I'll talk about that in therapy. But what I literally went to go meet this girl. She said, I got my own place. You come over my house and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And it was late. I caught like the
Not
last
chatty.
bus. I called the last bus, the last train. I did everything. I was like, let me go meet this girl. So I get
The
to her house. Her
last
house was
bud.
I was young hoochie. I was very not my. I
Okay.
was not well. So mind you, unmedicated. So
Right.
I went over there and I went and the girl house was clean and stuff like that or whatever. But as soon as we got in, she was like, "We're fucking." As soon as, excuse my language, right off the bat, and I just was
Night through
like,
the door.
I was like, "Girl, okay,"
Can I
you know
get
what
some
I'm saying?
pleasantries?
In my mind, I'm
Right.
thinking, oh, bitch, can
Okay.
I sit down? You got some
Right.
ice?
Right.
You got some ice
They
water?
got a
I
little
just walked up.
tour.
That
Where's the
part.
bathroom?
Yeah, I just walked a half a mile to get to here. Can I get some
Right.
That
water?
part.
Damn. So
They
I
need
Please.
to
told her, I was
freshen
like,
up.
oh,
It's
I
hot
said,
outside.
right. I was like, well, can we wait or whatever? And I just was like, I coerced her. I was like, well, let's just wait. She was like, all right. She's like, damn, you look so fine. She telling me how fine I am. And she just was, y'all, Rich, I don't want this to get suspended. I'm going to try to keep it cute. Y'all, she immediately could not take it anymore and starts pleasuring herself immediately right there in front of me.
Now, see, I don't like that. Because to me, that feels like assault. Why would you just do that?
Absolutely.
Why would you just do that? That's kind of crazy to me. Because that also lets me know that I feel like you would do this at the grocery store. You would just do this anywhere. If you would just do this
The
in front
grocery
of a
store is
stranger, you don't
crazy,
know me.
Rich.
You don't know nothing about me.
Y'all,
You just gonna do that?
I mean, and don't you know how you about to sit down? I was like stuck. Like my ass wasn't even on a chair to sit down next to this woman. I was stuck. I almost broke my ankle getting out that goddamn apartment.
Yeah.
I said, I got to
Because that's
go.
Yeah,
crazy.
whether it be
Y'all,
the
I
the
ran.
front door or the
There was
balcony, I'm out.
no
Yeah.
buses running. There was no train running. I promise you, I got out of there. And I remember walking like 3 miles to the train station.
Uh,
And I said, I gotta call somebody. And I shown up. I can't remember. I want to say maybe my sister at the time or whatever. But I remember I got home, but she was like, "You just so I can't take it," and just started going. I was like, "Oh, oh my God, I'm scared. Girl, get out of
This
here.
too much.
This is
right.
too much." That was
Oh.
my worst hookup situation.
Ooh,
Wow.
I'm done.
that's enough.
I'm taking 2 pills tonight.
So it's on me.
I gotta go to sleep.
Right. Because that would keep me up. But also, low
Auntie
key,
Dad's gonna
like
put me to
years
sleep.
later, I would be like, because I'm a bad bitch. You know what I mean? Not in the moment, not all in the time, but much later on, I'd be like, yeah, she couldn't help herself.
She couldn't help
Yes.
herself. That's a fact though. That means you a
Right.
Yeah.
bad bitch.
She could
She
help
was
herself.
on go. My
Okay.
God.
I'm like,
Could
damn,
not
I'm that
resist.
sexy, huh? I'm
That
that
part.
sexy. You couldn't even control yourself.
Period.
Mm. All right,
That's what
DeAngelo,
it
let's hear
is.
it. First date.
Um. Okay, we're gonna go to the worst hookup
Okay, okay.
Ooh.
because I don't know that I have a worst date.
Fair.
I don't know that I have one of those. Not that I can even remember. But the worst hookup. So I met this man in the grocery store.
Mm.
And y'all know I've always been shaped how I'm shaped. So,
Okay. A
Thick,
sister. A,
thick,
a fellow planet carrier.
thick,
Yeah.
thick.
Knowing the
okay.
weight of the world, quite literally.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we're in the grocery store, we cross paths. And like this is in my exploration phase before.
Mm.
hmm So, we lock eyes and I'm like, oh, okay, like he's cute, but it's also giving like trade. So I'm like, he not really
Mm-hmm.
shooting for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just keep going, keep going, keep going. We end up locking eyes again. And so I'm like, okay. So this next time he decides that he's just gonna be brave. And he like, yo, that motherfucker ass is fat. Like, like I could do some damage to that. Me, I'm looking for damage to be done. Okay. At
Ooh,
this
Okay.
point, I'm looking for the
Currently
damage.
in the
ooh,
market for damage.
Okay.
ooh.
Damage. Me?
You thought I came here for a
Wreck
zucchini?
it.
Baby, I'm here
Wreck
for
it.
damage.
Yes. You can be Ralph and you can wreck it. So
Okay.
Ooh, yes.
so me being
Love
fast,
it.
we leave the grocery store and we go to his place.
Oh, y'all get right to it. Love
Wait,
that.
And did.
wait.
And did. I was being fast. No
Love it.
judgment. I was being very
Hoochie
fast.
mama.
So we get to the house, we get to the things, the foreplays of all the things, right?
Mm-hmm.
This man gets excited and he gets to doing his thing, okay? Like he wanted me flat on the bed, tooted, legs together. So he gon', you know. So I'm like, oh, I ain't never did it like this before. This is
This
me
new.
excited. This new.
This new. I like this.
So the first time he go and he don't hit the hole. And I was just like,
Huh?
okay, I know it's a lot back there. I'm gonna give you grace on that.
Right,
It's a
you got to
lot
be
back
patient.
there.
It just dawned on me. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's a lot. So but you act like you're experienced in this. So the
Right.
first time he did hit it, so I move it up, got it.
Right.
Second time it like do the bloop bloop, and I said,
The flat
okay,
out.
bloop. I said, oh baby, she's tight, and so. The third time, it just went, and it just went straight into the thighs, and that man just kept doing his thing. I didn't move it or nothing.
Wait.
I just let him be. Until
Listen, and
he was
honestly,
done.
sometimes you
And
just
it
got to
didn't
do that.
last
It's
long.
not worth the fight sometimes.
It was not.
It's not worth the fight
Because after
sometimes.
the
Sometimes you
second
just got to
time,
be
I
like,
was like,
all right.
you're not worth it. It was like a 5-minute situation.
And
my
that'd be
boy
the other thing, that you
was
do all
done.
the prep or whatever, and then you finally do give them access to the temple, and then it's a 5-minute visit.
And
You
I
didn't
sat
even
there
have to
with
clean
all
the
the
hall for this.
extras too.
You didn't even have to clean the hall for this. Like,
tear it up, do that, yes, giving it all to him.
terrible.
He disturbed your day of errands.
Absolutely, I was pissed.
You know what? I would have sent him a cash app for my groceries.
Yeah.
No, this man talking about some. Oh, I can't wait to see you next time. I said there won't be one. Have a good one and walked out the door.
And you know what?
Because
stay
the
out
fact
of the
that you didn't even know.
Okay?
The fact that you didn't even know.
And it's a thing of
I'm
like,
sorry that
okay,
happened. That's upsetting.
If you didn't know, you could at least play the cool and be like, hey, I'm kind of new to this, whatever, so that we could have worked through it together.
We could have.
We could have worked through it together. But the fact that you came in here acting like a professional.
Because you thought this was some coochie cat. It's a boochie. They don't work the same.
It's a different key.
But if y'all, DeAngelo, just honestly though, you are thicker than a sticker. We talking about dating on the plus size here.
I am.
He didn't know what to do.
Well, okay. Also,
but he could have at least lifted it up, arched the back, made it where he could be
interested in actually the dynamics, because honestly, there is some math and science to doing it like that, and especially when you got hips, big ass, all that.
Let's get into it. Let's get into the big body movement. Yeah,
it really is some math and science. So if you don't know, like, all right, I'm gonna give, for anyone who cares on the live, I'm gonna give you like a little piece of insight that might help if you are interested in said situation.
Period. Give it to him.
What you want to do, you always want to enter the temple in a direction where you can go down to go inside. If you go straight in like this, the body is not going to be as receptive to it.
The body's going to reject.
You want to go in like this and then like that. That's
unless
what you want
shaped
to
like
try
a
to
tunnel.
So if you are dealing with somebody who, is not cavernous by any means, shout out to the cavernous girls. But, you know what I mean? If you're dealing with somebody who has a regular sphincter, you want to enter like this, not straight like that. Everybody.
Thank you for that. Because I'm saving that for marriage. I'm gonna be like, hey, so I heard that you got to go in like this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you want to either
because it's not a straight entrance,
right? And then your body doesn't because think about when you go to the bathroom, you sit down and it comes down and out. So you need to go in like that in the same kind of direction.
Yeah, it's not.
That's the best way.
Can we talk about? We're talking about plus size dating. Please, if you've never messed around with a big person or somebody that has more enhanced features, be real with yourself. It is a different experience.
For sure. 100%.
I need to know if you've never messed with a big girl before. I need to know.
Don't let me be your experiment.
Baby, because I'm going to suffocate you and I'm going to think that you can handle it. But if you cannot handle it, I need to know that in advance.
That part.
Also, it's a thing about, like, it's for me, because I don't know about y'all, but when people generally express interest in me, especially sexually, it's always somebody that's literally a third of my size. It's rare that other like larger body people show that kind of interest because my preference honestly is somebody who is like of a larger stature. I like a very dense
Mm.
man.
Come
But
on.
like because I want to know that when the bed creaks, it's both of us. It ain't just me. It ain't just me. I want to know that when we hear that little creak and crack, yeah, you too. You
Yep.
know what I mean? I want us to be in a race to fall asleep first because we both gonna snore. You know, I want it to be real bad in here. I want us to be taking the paint off the walls. You hear me? You know what I mean? Not quite CPAP, but like we get to it. You heard me? So but like generally, I'm the people who show that attraction or interest are usually people like that are a lot smaller than me, and not it doesn't bring up like insecurities or anything, but it's just merely a matter of like size. How are we
Yeah,
going to make it work? You know what
Hmm.
I mean?
yeah,
With me
Hmm.
being 3 times the size of your body. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Some of them be strong though. Maybe they have
So, and I was
straight
about
up
to
a
say that.
crackhead.
So, I was about to say that. So, I'm almost the complete opposite because when I've dated and been sexual with bigger people, to me it doesn't do it for me. Now if you
Mm.
strong, there's a difference. Like if you're buff but another body that's shaped like my body, I prefer not, because that's
Fair.
a lot of body to
Mhm.
body. It's hot. Get off me. Don't touch me. We're sweating. Bitch, back
It's
up,
hot.
That's fair.
so so I more so prefer someone that's smaller,
Hmm.
because I feel like, but when they're too small, I'm very hesitant. I'm like, Mimi, you're going to go down for murder because you're still going to get on top. You're
Not
still going to
murder.
get on top. You're
Right.
still going to get on top. You're still going to, oh, so you wanted this. Cool. Sit back and let
Cool.
me
Let
show
me
you. Let
give it
me,
to you.
Right.
yeah, because I'm
Let
going
me
to give
give
it
it
to you.
to you.
So, like, I feel like,
Finna put him through the wall
like,
like a Looney Tunes character.
literally. And
Okay.
D'Angelo, you nailed it. Some of them are so strong that it
Baby.
shocks you.
Yes. Picking you up strong.
Now I ain't never
Throwing
had
you
that.
around the room strong.
I ain't
Baby,
never had that. But I'm very
and
much
it
a
was just like,
flower.
where you
I
come
don't want you
from?
to knock off none of my petals. Don't come in here being rough. I don't like that. I don't like that at
Really?
I
all. The
would have
moment
Oh,
that a
never.
hand gets too firm or something, I will stop the music. I will definitely be like, "Hey, are you okay? Everything all right?" That was a little strong. Is something you need to talk about? Are
do
you
we
all
need to?
right?
You had a good day? What's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like when it's too rough. Especially if I don't know. Now, if we've been rolling around for a little while, we got an understanding, that's different. But you've been here once or twice and you gotta put your hand around my neck. Oh, stay where you are. The police are on their way.
Oh, oh, oh,
Stay
please.
right where you are. Don't you
Oh,
move.
Please touch my
I need you
neck.
to almost take me out.
Right next to
Oh no. Y'all are so brave.
I
I
need you
could
to take
never.
me out a little bit. I
you.
need you to take me out.
Take me
Mm-mm,
through
I'd be
there.
so
Take me through
scared
there.
because I'm like, I don't know you. What is the root of this? Why do you want to choke me?
Yeah. I'm trying to
That's how
tell
I
you.
do
Your
feel it.
sexual energy is just
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just they want to devour you.
You want you, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you
and
something.
who also wants to devour me, the devil. Okay, I will not be destroyed.
Rich, please
Okay,
leave me alone.
I
Please leave me
will
alone.
not be destroyed. The enemy seeks to destroy me.
But you want to know something? I think that people expect me to be. I'm no pillow princess, so don't play with me. If you on this
Okay,
live, don't you play with me.
don't
So
play
I'm no
with it.
pillow princess. But one thing I love to be super submissive and do whatever daddy tells me to do.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I get like I'm going to do whatever you treat me like a pretty princess. Because again, in my everyday life, I'm a facilitator, I'm a manager, I'm a boss, I'm
Mm-hmm.
all these different
Mm-hmm.
things. So when I'm in that space, I want to be soft, I want to be feminine, I want to be all
See,
those different things. I'm going. Oh, you told
that's
me to
the
sit my ass down. I'm going
thing.
to listen. I'm going to
It,
listen. So when it comes to being
mm.
intimate, Mika, cover your ears. When it comes to being intimate, I want you to damn near throw me through a wall. I want you to make sure that I'm listening. And I think that that's another thing that I come encounter with being plus size. I have been mistaken for being super dominant.
Mm.
I don't know where that came from, like being plus size and you're being you the boss of everything. I don't know how that becomes like a correlation, but that has come into my and I also think because they see me, they read articles about me, they see me doing this, they see me doing that, they think I'm pretty dominant. No, I'm a very soft woman. I'm daddy's girl. You know, and I
Mm.
think that a lot of I've had a couple of people tell me because I'm plus size, they thought I was going to be a certain way.
Mm. Well,
Mm.
yeah, I think that is
Wow,
a
that's a
general
stigma. That's
assumption.
crazy. I do think that
I
is true.
also
That's
feel like they handle us a certain way too initially.
Yeah.
Like they assume that because we're plus that, we gotta, and I won't say this is every situation, but it's been my experience that sometimes they talk to you a certain kind of way, or they'll try and say little things where you be like, oh no, they don't fly around here.
that ain't it.
You can't, yeah, no, you're not gonna talk to me like that. Or like I've had situations where guys will like 3 or 4 messages in will jokingly like ask for something. And I'm like, oh, you thought that like I don't like
Oh,
myself or something.
You
Like I
thought
would
that I
just
was
be,
desperate.
yeah,
No,
no,
it's
never
not
been
that.
her.
you
That's
know
never
what?
been my song. I don't
Oh,
know
so
the word.
you think I'm like that? Let me screenshot you the Zales alone that Daddy has sent me. Please, I haven't even sent you the Cash Apps yet or the
Okay.
Apple Pays. You're this that's not going to fly over here, and I don't even know why that's such still a thing. When you know what I'm saying, like, why do people still think that a big girl is just so, or a big guy or a big whatever is just so desperate? That is so
Right.
2000. And it
Hmm.
wasn't even there back then. But why y'all still have that mentality when whole time we're the ones taking your niggas?
Say it again.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, because that's a fact, and I feel like it's even worse for social media because they come into your DMs real
Yes.
reckless.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
and I'll
Yeah.
be like, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
The way that as soon as I see that little disappearing messages notification come up, delete the chat. Delete the whole chat. I don't want to talk
Yeah.
to you like this. Turn that
Yeah.
shit off.
Yeah.
If you, whatever you can say to me, you need to be able to defend in a screenshot. Don't
That
come
Yeah.
part.
in here talking to me crazy in this disappearing chat because you seen something fat. Like
You
Yeah.
bold. You
Yeah.
don't do
bold,
it.
baby.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
do it.
And then I told this one guy, I was like, just don't assume that because my ass is fat that I'm a bottom. Like, don't assume that.
Ooh, D'Angelo, I am learning so much about you on this live. Like I am this is great. I need more series. I
Listen,
need a part two, three,
first
four,
of
five.
all, that's so real. People see,
It's so
you
real.
shapely or whatever, and they assume, just because I'm built for a tough don't mean I'm a Tonka truck. Okay?
That part.
Because
Ooh, that's
really,
nasty. I love that.
I'm not a top or a bottom. I'm a signature Jiffy Lube oil change.
Baby, please understand
Ooh.
that.
And you're at your mileage. You need to come
Yeah,
see me.
you need to come
Ooh.
see me. Yep.
That's what it's really about. So, like, yeah, the assumption or whatever. And I also feel like in the community, the way that people literally will live or die on the hill around being a top, a bottom of this,
Baby,
it's
throw it
we're
away.
not we're
It's
not okay.
irritating. It's
We're
so
not okay.
irritating.
We
And then
are
it's
not
like
okay.
you have to be masculine to be a top. And that thing is still a thing. Like they
That is
feel
so
like
crazy.
you can't be masculine and be a bottom, or you can't be femme and be a top. It's what?
Because I
Come on
love me a
now.
blouse.
So
You
so
love
so
your
hold
what?
on. So hold
A
on.
blouse,
So
a
y'all
feminine
still
top,
so
love it.
Yeah,
y'all still deal with that even to this day.
absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
annoying. That's
It's
annoying.
actually so bad that how certain like social commentaries will like make a wave. They'll it'll quiet down and it'll come back and everybody will be talking about it again. There's literally a resurgence of the conversation happening right now where people are making all these videos about it and stuff. And I'm just like, we'll never be free.
That's annoying.
We'll
It's
never be
crazy.
free because one, and I don't want to get too deep, but this is just my thought process on this. A lot of people fall into their roles based off of traumatic experiences in their life.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely.
So, as a person who gratefully has never experienced something like that, like I made a choice, you know what I mean? And I make that choice depending on my interactions with whoever I'm interacting with, really. But
It's
like,
all about the
it's not
energy.
something that I am married to. I'm not going to be like, oh, I will die about them, because
Yeah.
you're not going to be exclusively doing that to me in my 50s.
Yeah.
Baby,
Yeah.
do you hear me? And as
Like,
much
come
as
on.
they be wanting it, it's just like, no, baby,
Right.
you gotta keep it tight and keep it right. No, you
And
better bend
again,
that thing
shout out to
over.
the Calvinist girls. I sometimes really will, like, if I see a little clip or something on Twitter, I really be sitting there like, my wig goes off to those girls. They work
Because
really hard.
baby, work
Work
hard.
really hard. I will never.
Like
I don't care.
for
Maybe
your
if,
backside to look like the opening of a throat is crazy.
Ooh. God.
have y'all ever, and again, I
God.
gotta find a PG way to say this,
God.
but
God.
like this action,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't talking about Black Power. Have y'all
No.
ever seen somebody?
Yes, and that is crazy.
Oh my God.
Like
So
you're
wait.
taking that.
So, okay. So I got to be ignorant real quick. So hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It don't close. It stays.
No. I'm talking about they take the hand, the actual fist.
Uh-uh.
Yes, yes. It's people that are cavernous like that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna tell nobody business, but I did hear about one person that might be on this live that took a fist.
Listen, and again, my literally wig goes off to y'all. If y'all are
Yes,
doing the thing, do it.
and do
Woo!
it. Do it and enjoy it. It's just not my
Do it.
thing. Now,
It
will I
could
watch it?
never
I
be
probably
me.
would.
Never.
I would probably watch it, but no, I'm not gonna do it.
I don't want to be that close.
Have y'all ever? I got a question because I always wanted to ask this question, and I'm hoping that I'm being respectful. For someone that's not a pillow princess, because I'm gonna eat you alive. I'm gonna swallow you whole. I'm gonna
Sure.
let you hit the back of my throat. I'm
Let's
gonna do
do
all those things. But for have y'all ever had anybody reject that? Like for example, so they think that you're a bottom, but you're like, no, I'm a top. Like, how do y'all handle that rejection? Then you're like, well, I'm only trying to top you.
it. For
I go
me,
into the situation knowing before.
I'm about to say we're gonna have some big conversations, and I know it's
Okay.
not
Mm-hmm.
sexy to always like do so much disclosure before, but as I've gotten older, especially, like, you're not coming into my house unless I know everything that's
Mm,
about to happen.
mm-hmm.
Even if it's like let's just catch a vibe. We need to know what the vibe is.
Yeah.
Like, does that vibe mean you ultimately gonna be mad if you leave here and you don't get none? If you leave
Mm-hmm.
here and you don't bust a nut, are you gonna hate me? Like,
Mm-hmm.
is that the vibe? Or is the vibe really like we're gonna sit here and like go through a playlist and talk about music and shit like that? Like, what is the vibe for real?
Yeah.
But in situations where it has been like you doing the bending kind of thing, I think that only happened to me one time. And there was one time I went to back. Y'all know how I used to be with the house parties back in the day, where it starts out with a little innocent game of Uno. 3 tequilas later, somebody want to pull out the cards and the dice and lick this and touch that and the whoop whoop whoop, and then everybody's off in their corners, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I remember one time going to one of those parties. It was this guy who I was like really good friends with for a period of time, and it was me basically meeting all of his friends, right? So I met this guy, and the whole night we were kind of like vibing, but I'm thinking it's like girlfriend vibing. Like, we're like kikiing, like having
Kikiing.
fun. He's on a different wave, but I'm not aware.
Ooh.
So, like,
Your Spidey
when
senses
everybody
weren't
start
on.
breaking off and
Right.
disappearing, I go, like, literally I'm going to the bathroom to use the bathroom. I open the door, he's in the bathroom.
Ooh.
So I'm like, okay, sister, what's up? So we get to kissing and touching on each other, and I'm like, okay, cool, cool. And then he just pulls down his pants and turns around. And I'm like, okay, all right. So me being me, I'm never like, I'm a go girl, but like,
Ooh.
I'm not a go girl. Like, that was too fast and too furious for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I turned them back around and went back to the kissing and touching and stuff, because I was like, I ain't come here for all that. This is a lot. It's already bad enough that we can hear it happening in the
Baby
corners of
was
the bar.
hot and ready though.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Ready,
say it definitely gave Little
baby,
Caesar
baby. He said, "You
pizza
finna get
pizza
this
for sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
But you want to know something? As much as a hoochie as I am, and at one point, because I was very ill in the head, I was a serial cheater. I never was able to do like one night stands or like right there, like let's go get in a stall situation or
Yeah,
whatever. I've never been that type of person. So I
I be
always
having
think,
performance anxiety
yeah,
when
like
it's that
honestly,
fast.
listen, for my big sister's birthday one year, God, I'm telling all their business. For my big sister's birthday one year, she was like, I want to go to the swingers club. I said, bitch, I go to the swingers club. She said,
Ooh,
you gonna eat this mushroom, you're gonna eat this vegetable, and we're going to the swingers club. So I was
yes.
like, all right.
He
So we
took you to
went.
the moon.
Right. Honestly, y'all, like it was so fun. Like I can't even first because consent is really real in there, right?
Yeah.
So of course I didn't partake or whatever. I'm not gonna say which big sister I had, but I do only have one big sister. But
She's
anyways,
in the
so
chat and she said,
we
bitch, stop putting my
right.
business out there.
Oh shit, sorry. But yeah, so we was in there and I remember this one couple I mean, I'm having a casual conversation with them and it's going great. Next thing you know, they in the glass room fucking just straight
Getting
off the
to it.
back. Somebody they doing a three-way. And I just think I really admired them because I'm a very like open, like be who you are, like you know what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
learning to really just understand that sexuality is just it's a beautiful thing, like being whatever your kink is, whatever your thing is, whatever, because I have a really bad praise kink, you know what I'm saying, and
Mm,
I really have embraced that. But like I just remember thinking being I wasn't even turned on by them, I was so inspired. Cause I'm like,
Mm.
damn,
mm.
like y'all really just went in from having a casual conversation about real estate. We was just talking about real estate.
Oh, that made
Come on
them
now.
excited. Real estate made them excited. They must
Yeah,
know you
Okay.
it
only
was
in
like
that.
it's time.
They say you
She
want
over
to
there talking about
Right.
refinance
buying
the
houses.
mortgage?
Buy a house, real
See me around the
estate.
corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I just remember I always admire at first I didn't understand those people that just was hot and ready like that. But I always like as long as you're safe, like I can admire that you're able
Hmm.
to sexually express yourself and not
Yeah.
hold back. I
Yeah.
understand it now. I didn't I was very judgmental back in the day. But now
Mm.
and I understand like you get one life as long as you're safe, you're being respectful, you're
Hmm.
understanding consent,
Yeah. I think we
you're
all go
all
through a
of
phase because
yeah,
a lot of times, a lot of the sexual stuff is new to us. So
yeah,
when we
Yeah.
see people like being so liberal about things, we're like, oh, I would never. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
that's only
yeah,
because we haven't had those experiences. We
yeah,
haven't become those people. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. All right. So I want to
Mm.
play a game with y'all.
Oh shit.
Oh
It's
shit.
called high vibe or low vibe, right?
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna like just say a sentence, and it could be about like a potential partner or whatever, and you can state if it's high vibrational or low vibrational.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this
All
is a
right.
safe space, so don't worry about feeling judged or people judging your answer. You answer however you want to answer. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one is you meet somebody, but they can't cook. Is that high vibe or low vibe? Are
Oh,
you
high
in that
vibe. It's
realm?
fine. High vibe.
High
That's fine.
vibe. Because I'll
High
cook.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They want to watch porn while y'all are being intimate.
Low vibe. It's all right. It's low, but
Like that's the
does it
only
start
way.
out? I was going to say, does it start out like that? Like that's the only way we doing this?
It's the first time y'all are doing.
Low vibe.
Low vibe.
Low.
Fair.
In the
Very
pits
I
of
low.
feel
hell.
To
I
the
feel
gutter.
similarly.
In the
I
pits
feel
of
like
hell.
that's kind of weird, especially for
You're
the
not
first
coming
time.
back.
Like
As a
you're
matter of
not even
fact,
giving me a
catch a
chance to
close
be
Just give
discussion.
me a chance.
give me
Let's
a
go.
chance. Okay, they can't dance.
Oh, hi. It's
Oh
fine.
no, it's high.
That's fine.
Yeah, just
Hmm.
stand
Okay,
there.
they have an unfortunate personal style.
Unfortunate is.
What they look like.
Are they teachable? Are they
this
Oh,
receptive?
I just
that's a good
yeah.
amendment. Are they teachable? I'm gonna say no. They're not teachable. They're firm on this. This is their
Low.
personal style.
Low vibe.
I'm gonna have
Low
to
Low
vibe.
vibe.
go because
Low
everybody's
vibe.
That's it.
entitled to their preference. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They only like to go to chain restaurants like Applebee's,
Low.
Friday.
Low.
Go to
Low.
hell. Low.
Is there anywhere past
Y'all
hell?
not tolerating that?
No.
No.
I don't mind a chain, but we not only going to chains.
Fair, fair. Okay.
Mm-mm.
They monitor your social media activity.
Low. Get off
Low.
my shit.
Do y'all
Yeah.
now? Okay, if you meet someone and you start the conversation start on Instagram, like how do y'all feel about continue? Like, okay, it started on Instagram, y'all to move to phone numbers, now y'all texting, calling each other, whatever. Do you feel a kind of way that they still have that access to the Instagram to see the Instagram material, or do you not care?
My material? Is that
Yeah,
what you
just like
mean?
in general, like they're seeing how you posting and whatever. Like that, does it bother you that somebody you're dating follows you or y'all follow each other on Instagram?
No, because if I'm being authentic and that's who I am, and you can't deal with that, then you can't deal with me in real life. So,
Yeah, no, yeah. And I think for me, I agree with you, DeAngelo. I think for me, if you're going off what I post on my social media, even though you know the raw, the real me, and you can't distinguish between the two, then that means that you're not even intellectually responsible for me. Like you're
absolutely.
not even like, damn, this woman is letting me into her real world. I know that social media stuff is just the superficial things. Then no, it's low.
Mm,
It's
Yep,
low. You gotta go.
fair.
got to go.
All right, we got two more. They don't want you to have too many friends.
Low.
Low, got
Fair,
stuff.
fair.
Go.
Mm.
It's like what Billy Porter say?
Yeah.
Her.
Yeah,
First of
no.
all, defund Billy Porter. We've had enough. I love
Leave
what he is.
Auntie, leave Auntie alone.
I love what he has done for the culture. It's time for her to lay down and stay down. That wig that she wore to the Grammys, the Grammys.
Oh, I haven't seen the Grammy one
Oh
yet.
no, I was very
I was
concerned when I saw that.
reciting
I was like, wait
Mariah
a second.
Carey.
Now, I'm not Billy could do no wrong, but I was very like, what the hell?
You know who's supposed to be doing the hair now?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ty, the dude who used to do Beyonce's hair.
No way. No way. Ty Tyrone?
Yes, is
No.
doing Billy Porter's hair.
I know
He
he
is the
did not.
one
For
making the
God put him
mistake.
with that. No.
Maybe
He
that's
had
why
the
we let him
long
go.
version of Whitney Houston's wig that she did with the Grammys when she did that Michael Jackson. And that's the wig that he had on when he did that Mariah Carey tribute. That was horrible.
Then they had the nerve to have it wavy on the red carpet and then straight
I was
when he did the
so
tribute.
disturbed. I said, and I almost felt like I couldn't come. I said, well, maybe I need to mind my damn business. Maybe this is something that I'm not privy
No,
to.
this is
Like,
a situation where everyone
Mimi,
needs.
mind your fucking business, girl.
This
Because
is
what
a
the
It
situation
hell?
was
where everybody
bad.
needs to speak up. This is
It
one of
was
those situations. We
bad.
need
I
to
was
It was
actively
concerned.
bad.
all be saying a thing.
I was concerned. I was like, wait, whoa.
Yeah, it was
No,
bad.
but
Maybe I
again,
missed something in the fashion world. Mm.
I'm so grateful for all of Billy's contributions to the zeitgeist.
Absolutely.
We are grateful to have had our,
Disclaimer.
our beacon. But it's time, sister. Lay down.
You're low
Or
It's
just
kind
key.
of
get a
like
better team. Get a
You're
better
low key
team.
upsetting me. Yeah.
I don't
Because
I
every
don't think it's
opportunity
I
ain't
don't
the
think it's a
opportunity.
better team because I feel like he's at the point where he's gonna do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? So the team
Yeah.
can
Right.
only advise so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
came to
Yeah. Yeah.
DC.
Yeah.
He came to DC last year for Black Pride, and I remember there was a whole team of people around him getting him dressed or whatever. They had all these options because he was the backstage area was literally right behind the curtain, and I'm standing on the stage on the side of the stage talking to my friend who was hosting, and I could see back there as they're trying to get him dressed or whatever. He literally, they went through all these options. He picked this, what looked like a piece of cracked yellow cheese caftan and was like, I'm wearing this. And went and put that piece of garbage on and went out there and sang in front of them people. And I was like, what was the point? He literally looked like a flying squirrel.
But you nailed it when it came to like you having a team, and at this point you're just like, I am this person. I could do what I
Yeah,
want. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes
Billy Porter
sense.
just gonna do what he wants. And that's why I'm like, I think it's time for us to stop inviting him to things. To the big things. He can come to the little stuff. He can come to the
He can come to the
cookout.
cookout, not the
Yeah.
Grammys.
He don't need to be on the Grammy
And we're gonna
stage. Not
respect you because you're who you are, but
yeah,
goddamn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah, but you're not getting on no microphone acting fool like that.
Yeah.
Okay, the last one, high vibe or low vibe, they have a lot of friends. Like every time you go somewhere, they know somebody.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, that's a touchy one.
Mm.
That's a touchy one.
That is touchy.
Because the question is, are most of these friends their exes?
I was getting ready to say
We
that. Are
don't
they
know. They just
exes?
know these people. So it's
Okay,
like
so
every
you know
time you
what?
walk in a room,
That's a
they
touchy
speaking to
one.
3, 4, 5, 6
But
people.
then all three of us on this call can say that if we go to any industry
Any
event,
place,
That's why I'm
that we're going
asking
to be
this
it's
well
gonna be the
question.
known.
same.
We're going to be
That's why I'm
well known.
asking the
So
question.
that's touchy. That's touchy
Hmm.
because ooh, that's so touchy.
I'm just
Because
gonna give
I,
it a high.
again, like you just
I'm gonna
said,
give it a
I
high.
spend
I'm gonna
time
say hi as well.
on the other side of that, being like when I go into most places, I'ma know at least a couple people.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
it's like I think about how would a person who's with me feel about that. You know what I mean? If they don't know, we're getting to know each other, and like every time we go somewhere, somebody walking up, oh, Rich, woo, woo," like,
So the
is that?
crazy thing is, I've had both spectrums of that,
Yeah.
Mm,
where I was with someone who, if I walked in the room and people knew me, they were up on the drive home, baby. I was getting my ass ate the fuck up.
That's
Like
terrible.
they were
really?
going in, yes,
That's
because
terrible.
why did
Yeah.
this person know you and why did da. And every time we go somewhere, you da. Literally, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna stay at home. But
Yeah.
then on the flip side, I've had it where somebody is like in the room and I'm talking to people, but they're not mad that I'm talking to the people. They're literally like watching out to see who's coming up.
Mm.
Like
Mm,
one thing that people don't know, me and my husband are like the devil wears Prada. So
mm,
I meet a lot of, when I say I meet a lot of people, and sometimes because as creatives, our minds are just going constantly,
yes.
Yeah.
constantly going. So
Yeah.
sometimes I'm good at remembering faces and energy, especially if it was just like a little one off. If it was a one
Mm,
off, I'm gonna
That's like
remember your
Meek and
face.
I. Yeah.
I'm gonna remember your energy, but I may not remember your name.
yes.
My husband, on the other hand, he's a silent killer. He's sitting in the room and he's watching the room.
Mm.
He's listening in
Mm.
the room. He's seeing who everybody is. He's knowing their names. He knows what position they play. He
Yes.
knows what their job is. He knows their job title. Like it just depends on what event we're going to.
Come on
And
now.
so before somebody even walk up to me, he sees them coming. He'll be like, yeah, that's da 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 da
Come
da.
on, Emily.
Baby, I said, ooh,
Come on, Emily.
yes.
Yeah.
It'd be like, babe, that's so sexy. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, we love that.
Yeah.
Hey, DC.
So I can appreciate that part of it. So I'm gonna give it a high vibration. I'm gonna give it a
Yeah.
high
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
because it just depends on the person. It depends on the person and who they are.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah. I
both be
agree.
known in the room.
I agree. I agree. And I think that because I think that's a very specific question for us in this, just us three. I've been in a space with both of you guys, and people are like, D'Angelo, rich, maybe. And it's just like, and it could be very exhausting. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, I just wanted to come see the play. We're
Right.
not even celebrities.
Literally,
I just
I
wanted to
just
I
come see
wanted
the
just
to
came
go
to
get
play.
see
some
my niece
food.
dance. That's all, y'all. I just came to see her dance.
I don't
That's
want to talk
it.
about that. I don't want to talk about that.
Nothing.
I
So
just came to see her
I
dance.
Nothing.
try to give grace to that space, you know what I'm saying? Because like that is a very specific, I want to say hi as well. I agree, D'Angelo. I agree 100%.
Yeah. Let's both be in the room and be known.
So before we get out of here, because we have been on this live for almost 2 hours, I love talking to both of y'all so much. Y'all are two of my favorite people, honestly. I want to ask if you could give one piece of advice
Oh God.
Ooh.
to
Get on
someone
your
who
seats.
is either interested in dating a plus size person or is a plus size person who is dating. What would be something that you would advise to them?
I'm going to go ahead and start because I've been thinking about, I knew you was going to ask that. I'm going to say that just because you are a fat girl, fat guy, whatever you want to call it, plus size, whatever, bodacious, whatever, you do not have to settle. When I say I
Baby.
want for nothing, I want for nothing. I'm a spoiled princess. Often, and I've been like this, and I didn't realize how I've been like this. And I could have had that power if I just had the confidence and understood that I
Mm-hmm.
do not have to settle. I'll never forget my uncle telling me I had used to weigh 410 pounds. And when I had gastric sleeve surgery, I lost a lot of weight and I was like 200 pounds. And I remember he said, "Oh, I bet you're excited. You about to get a bunch of people. fighting over you. Baby, I was 14 and they was knocking at my door. So at the end
Okay.
of the day, just understand that you do not have to settle. There's somebody out there for everyone. Please do not settle. Just be patient with yourself and have those high standards. And if you're going to date a big girl, you're going to date a big guy, understand that that comes with a lot of outside critique, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
outside judgment. People going to look at you strange. People going to be like, that's you? That's you, Cuzzo? That's you? Oh, she big, ain't she? That motherfucker big, ain't they? At the end of the day, you have to stand strong on that. Do not let that get to you. Because if you saw the beauty in that person, big or small or whatever, you stand on your fucking business.
Mm-hmm.
That is your boo, that is your princess, that is your babe, that is your daddy, that is your king, or whatever. Because you, even though you don't see them as X, Y, and Z, just understand that the society, the world sees them as that way. Don't let that get to you. Stand
Mm-hmm.
strong that that is your partner, that is your love, and they would do anything for you. And then also block those people out of your life. Because sometimes y'all let that get to y'all head.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say about that.
Oh, that was
Amen.
good. Okay, so first things first. I think that before you date anyone, you must learn to date yourself.
Oh, come on,
Mm-hmm.
DeAngelo. Come on. What are you talking about now?
Um, and it's crazy because I figured that out in the span of our 10 years. Because y'all know I lived in New York for a little bit. So
Mm-hmm.
when I was in New York, yes, we were together, but we were very separate. You know what I'm saying? Not separated,
Mm-hmm.
but just separate.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it was moments that I had to learn how to be with me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hardest part of being in relationship because we forget the key relationship is the relationship with oneself. You
Mm-hmm.
must love yourself in totality. You must be able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love what I'm looking at,
Yeah.
right? Before you
Yeah.
expect anybody else to walk in your life and love
Absolutely.
you. You
I
can't have
agree.
an expectation for someone that you don't even have for yourself.
That's it.
So
Oh,
that's the main thing. And once you have that expectation and that confidence for yourself, I go back to what Mimi said. You cannot settle.
yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are just settling because somebody told you that you were beautiful. They told you this, they told you that, but they came with no morals. They came with no standards. They came with no coin. They came with no life experiences. They came with nothing but a pretty face and sometimes a big whack piece of meat.
Oh,
Okay, like literally. And it's I don't know. It's when you find that person is going to be the person that says, you know what, even while we in the trenches, I'm not going to talk down to you. You're not going to
Mm-hmm.
talk down to me. We're going to figure out how we're going to get out of the trenches, how we're going to build success together.
mm-hmm.
They're going to believe in your dream. You're going to believe in theirs. They're going to pour into yours and you're going to pour into theirs. Where you lack, they have. Where they lack, you have. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like relationships are such a balancing act and it takes a lot to be in relation, and I don't think that people realize that. They just want to say, I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend, or I'm married, and not realize that in that partnership, it's literally a partnership. If you look
Mm-hmm.
at your relationship, your marriage as a business, not saying that you cancel out love, but you look at it as a business and treat that as a partnership and say where everybody has value, what is your position, not just position, but you know what I'm saying, like where do we stand in
Mm-hmm.
this,
Yeah.
then it makes your relationship run so much better. But it
Mm-hmm.
first starts with you. You can't have no
100%.
expectation for nobody else if you don't got it for yourself.
Okay.
Ooh, nasty. That's nasty. Yeah.
I would say that my piece of advice would be watch how you talk to me. And I say that because, and that's a mirror thing. I'm saying that to myself as well. I feel like as bigger people, sometimes we can be a little rough on ourselves.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
you sit down, you hear that chair creak, you might say something a little a little rude to yourself. You know what I'm saying? But watch how you talk to me, and that goes for me too.
Yeah.
But also, to people that are interested or people that date, like sometimes you'll be talking to them and shit'll be going fun and everything will be sounding cute. Then you might hear something and be like, now why
Yeah.
would you say that? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I'm always just listening and seeing how the conversations develop. You know what I mean? If every conversation we have, you need to keep bringing up my body, positively or negatively. To me, that's a flag.
It's a
Why you
red
always gotta
flag.
be talking about my hips, my ass? Why you always gotta keep bringing that up?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If the compliments can't ever be about none of the shit that everybody else can see, like my creativity, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, my mug, like you don't get into none of
Yeah.
that. You only want to be talking about the places you want to get into.
Yeah.
What's that about? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm always like, yeah, watch how you talk to me. Because I'm listening. I'm always listening. So,
I love that.
yeah. Any other last words, my friends?
When can we do this again?
That part.
So we're booked every Wednesday through February, but I'm seeing how this goes. If Rocket Chat is building an audience, we definitely can bring it back for March and do every Wednesday of March. Maybe we could do it a little looser. No, we're doing themes for this month, all based around love. Maybe next month we could just like be friends and
For
just chat.
y'all.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm open to that.
I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I love
we're
it.
gonna
This was
circle
so
back in.
fun.
It was. And
Always a pleasure
I
to
don't
share
go
space
on
with both of
live.
y'all.
I don't do live. So this was fun.
Yeah.
No, I don't do
Lives. I
lives.
love
I don't do
that.
live.
Lives.
I don't do no lives. I don't get on
Yeah,
no lives.
honestly, when I saw that, I said, "Oh shit, this is about to go down." When I saw D'Angelo on the fly, I said,
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
"Oh,
I asked y'all
yeah."
literally at the same time. I just had a thought and I was like, I don't think, have the three of us ever been in the same place
Never.
at the same time?
Never. Never.
We
And
will
And I
be
that's
was
great.
trying to make it
insufferable.
happen. I was trying to make that happen at your last show. I was trying to come and I couldn't
For
make
the
it.
Baltimore Bazaar.
I
I
wanted
would
to
have
be there so
cried if you
bad.
was there, D'Angelo. I would have
When I tell
cried.
you,
I would have
because
Yeah.
my
cried. It was
goal
such a good
was
show
to
too,
my goal, I was gonna reach out to Mimi and ask you to dress me. But the calendar was like not, yeah.
Mm.
D'Angelo.
Because
I'm
I've
drunk.
been wanting to
I'm
wear
drunk.
your
Please, you about
stuff
to stress me.
for a minute. No,
I'm
I'm
drunk.
telling you,
Rich in the
those
lie.
structured corsets, the hats, like girl,
D'Angelo,
it
why are you
just
doing that? Why are you doing
well,
that? I'm drunk.
because I'm being honest.
Uh,
Like I'm being so honest. I just my the thing is like my calendar and everything just every time I want to do something, it always happens so last minute, and I can't pull nobody in last minute. But yeah, I have always
honestly,
admired your stuff.
we will be. I've been asking D'Angelo to do a sewing class. By the way, I'm putting him on blast. I just want everybody to know I got my money ready. But and Rich, we've been talking about this for like 2 years, almost 2 years. We will be effortless, insufferable at an event together.
Absolutely.
Just
Well,
attending the event. Just
that's what
attending
I'm
the
Yes.
event.
saying. So
Yes.
yeah, we need to get a Google Doc working so we can
No,
start.
yeah,
Because the thing that
we need to get it together. Yeah, yeah,
my
yeah, for
issue is
sure.
a lot of these cons and stuff, they don't be putting out the dates till the month before. For people who gotta
Yes.
travel places and stuff, that don't really work. I need a little more time.
100%.
Like, why don't
And
we
I
just
don't
like
have as
find
much
out
free
about
time as I used to.
right? We running businesses actively,
Yeah.
so me
Yeah,
finding out about a con 2 months before, that's I gotta cancel a gig, find a way around the gig,
right, right.
or whatever. Then you gotta book the travel, book the looks, all that kind of stuff.
hmm
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So
Yeah.
if we can find out about something that we know are gonna hit like a
hmm
little later on in the year, and like Essence, we know Essence is gonna happen. We
I'm
just gotta get
Yeah,
the
going.
date.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like the three of us storming Essence, yeah.
My thing, baby, Essence, any fashion show. Y'all know what? One thing that I have wanted to do is just like buy a ticket because nobody has invited me to like sit in their VIP yet. But I want to buy a ticket and just go sit in the front of a fashion show.
Okay,
Y'all know
okay.
Mm,
I've never really experienced a fashion show as a spectator,
No, no. And
really?
you will
not
show
as
up
a true
so
spectator.
bomb. D'Angelo, you
Never.
will show up so bomb. Okay. I'm gonna work on sponsorship for us to go to Milan Fashion Week or something like that for
Ooh,
next year.
yes,
Well,
We can plan
yo,
yes.
ahead.
Yes,
Paris,
we could plan ahead, plan the looks and
Black
everything.
World, Black World. Well, hold on, let me say it right.
Black World Pride.
Yes, is in
Oh,
Paris this
yeah,
September.
Excuse me,
yes,
what's the date? What's the date?
yes.
It's September like 18th through the whatever
Oh
that
my
week
God,
is.
I'm be on a cruise now. My mom's
No,
cruise
because I'm
now.
literally putting together a package to send to them because I'm trying to get flued out.
Oh no,
Yeah.
but you're going to get
So I'm
flued
like,
out.
I'm trying to if I could be in the show, host the show, whatever I got to
I need
do, I'm
y'all
trying
to
to do
teach
it.
me how to create these packages, honey, because
DeAngelo,
I'm
please don't tell me you're serious right now, because the way that
no, I'm
I will
dead.
whip a package together for you, baby.
I'm dead
Hmm.
ass serious. Like, it's so many things that, like, for real, y'all, it's so many things that I be lacking knowledge in because I be so laser focused in what I'm doing.
Yeah,
So it's crazy because this year is the year that I actually am like looking at myself like, oh shit, you
You know what
are
helped me in
such
that
and such and such and
situation?
such.
yeah.
I was a part of a small business fellowship back
Mm-hmm.
in, it was from like the end of 2023 through 2024. And we did these like, they would do these like weekly classes, but the first week of it, we had to be together in person from like 9 to 5 for a full week.
Mm.
And it was
Mm-hmm.
like this business intensive where like everybody in it was black, and we all sat down and like they really kind of instilled in us like these like core values and things, and it really helped me to like see my business from the outside in, because like you just
Mm-hmm.
said, I was so focused on just
Mm-hmm.
that I was never like, what's the story, what are people being connected
Mm-hmm.
to that
Mm-hmm.
I'm offering when they make a purchase and they walk away from me, like does it end there, how do we keep it going, all those things I was able to like register just from having someone else be like, okay, well, when I see you, I see this. You know
Right.
what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And like really put things into perspective. So I want to say really every year after that, I've kind of leveled up in some way because now I have that perspective to always be able to look at my business from the outside and be
Yes.
like, okay, I feel like we need to change this or tweak
Yeah.
this or
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
stop doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you just, and it can start with just like a Google. If you just Google search like business fellowships in the city where you are, see what's available. I know a lot of them are. I found a bunch of them on Instagram. Those and grants, but grants
Okay.
are a little harder to
Harder
get.
to get,
So
Yeah.
baby.
it's helpful to have either someone who is really good at grant writing or taking a grant writing class or course,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because there's so much language and like very specific things that go into grant writing. There was this one grant who like the people on the board were messaging me like, apply for this grant. We know you could get it.
Wow.
I applied 3 years in a row and got denied every year. And it wasn't a big grant. It was like $1,000, which, I mean, that's a lot of money, but you know what I mean? Like
Right.
grants be like 20 grand sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I kept, whatever. So finally I reached out to one of the people who were telling me to apply. I'm like, why do I keep getting denied? And they finally sat me down and was like, okay, grants go through these processes. So first it
Mm-hmm.
could be like, it could just be one jury where it's 3 people who make the decision. Or it's like there's 3 people who pick the people who go into the pool. Then it's a jury beyond them that make the decision based off the people that they select. So it really it's all so many factors that go into it, but it really comes down to the language being specific to what they are asking for.
Mm.
They
Mm.
want to hear
Speaking
certain
their
things. They
language,
want you
yeah.
exactly. They want you to say certain things in a certain way, but they also want to hear your voice. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of like when it really boils down to it, for me, what business is like a production or produced product business is about is because I mean we're none of us are the first to do anything.
Right.
You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? You're not the first person to make a candle. Maybe you're not the first person to design a top or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
None of us are the first to do anything. But what separates us from the other people who are doing it is our voice, our signature, the
Mm-hmm.
thing that
Absolutely.
we do about it that makes it different. They want
Mm-hmm.
to hear that, but they also want you to like do that dance to their song. So it's finding that balance, which is
Mm.
specific to every grind. You can't just go with the same narrative every time. You know what I mean? So
Not y'all
it takes a
asses
lot of
getting a master class. Woo! This
That
is what
part.
baby,
Because
I mean,
I'm
it's a
sitting there
lot. It
like,
takes
baby.
damn.
practice. You know what I mean? Like I apply for so like, especially during this time of year, from December to like early February.
Yeah.
Well, really
This is
like
the
the end
time.
of November. this is the time when I start looking for
Yeah.
them, and I set aside time every week to do at least 1 or 2 applications because you
Mm.
just
This is the
never
time.
know. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, anytime you have a question about anything like that, feel free to hit me up. I love to talk about that.
Period.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure. And we're
Thank you.
gonna get a Google Doc working, so we storming something this year.
Got
Something.
to.
I
Y'all,
think
one
I
thing.
think Essence should be it.
I'm down.
I feel
Essence
like we could
is in
really.
August though. I'm gonna be on the cruise.
I
Period.
thought Essence was in July.
Oh wait, no,
Essence
it's in
is
July.
usually. I thought. Is it in July?
It's
They
usually
moved it
like,
to July. Yeah, they moved it to July.
yeah, I want to
Okay.
say last year it was like July 4th weekend or something like that.
Yeah, they moved it to
Okay.
July.
Because
We're
I'm
gonna
thinking
research
about
the
the
date.
red dress run. That's what I'm thinking about.
That's in August, which I
That's in
have
August.
always. Also, this year apparently they're doing multiple cities.
Oh.
I saw an article about it. They didn't announce any for certain, like this is the date of this city or whatever, but they are
Mm-hmm.
expanding it to multiple cities, and DC, I think, is one of the cities that's going
Oh
to get its
shit.
own.
I'll put my
Okay.
red
So,
dress on and I will run
okay, I want to come out there like
for a little bit.
a full on bridal number.
Right.
Baby, I want
I
a
do a little
gown.
jog. I do a little
Yeah,
jog.
Do a little jog. Let me be
yeah.
Cinderella.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna make a very sizable donation. I'm not running. I'm
Right.
not gonna, but I will be down to wherever in a very in a piece. Yeah,
In a
Right.
piece.
in a piece. Yes, but y'all, this has been such a pleasure. I'm
Yeah,
so
this was
grateful that
fun.
y'all took this
Yes.
time to talk to me. We're gonna get that Google Doc working. We're gonna get together.
Mm-hmm.
For everybody that's in the chat, thank y'all for sticking it out and
Thank
being here this
you.
whole time. We've had a pretty lit chat this whole entire time, so I'm very grateful. Next week on Rocket Chat is Love in the Spotlight. I'll be talking to Mr. Bake, who is from Harlem, but does the Harlem? He's DC and Harlem. He
Okay.
represents both. But I mean, he's a host of a cooking show on the Flavor Network. I mean, this man is awarded, accoladed. He's done all the things. And also, I'll be talking to King Lex, who is from The Crew KC, which is a web series. If y'all haven't checked it out on YouTube, check it out. It's pretty dope. So we're just talking about, love in front of the lens. How do we
Love that.
navigate that space?
I'll
You
be
know what I
tuned
mean?
in for sure. That's great.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, y'all. It's been a pleasure. Peace.
All right. Peace.